earlier you mentioned that we are the sparks of God. So why should we bother praying to like God as the principle or personality if it's in us?
This is a lovely question. If we are already there, why should we bother to reach there? We are already there. We are the spark of the divine. We are God. So why bother? The reason why we bother is this. A man said, I am the spark of God. And then suddenly a scorpion come and bit him and goes, but you're supposed to be God. You're not supposed to scream like that. The reason why we bother or search for God or aim for moksha is because even though we are spark of God, we are not aware of it. We want to become aware of it. That's the reason why we bother with the whole thing. So even though, suppose there is a story, suppose there is a king, and for some reason, he decides to go and look at his kingdom. In the ancient, they used to do this. In order to survey the kingdom, the king would take on the dress uniform of a beggar and then wander around the street to see what his people are doing in his kingdom. And suppose in the morning, the king forgot that he's a king, and he's got caught up in his own, uniform and clothes and saying, I'm a beggar, I'm a beggar. Now you see, unless the king finds out that he's actually the king, he will be wandering around like a beggar for the rest of his life. So it's necessary to rediscover. It's one thing to say you are God. Do you feel like God? If you don't feel like God, do you feel that you are the spark of the divine, you are the Brahman? Once you begin to experience that, then there is no need for you to bother. But until I can actually not just believe in this, but actually experience this, I must have a struggle to find out who I truly am. So this is why we need to bother. Even though we've been told we are spark of God, do we feel like it? We say, no. If I get my dinner 5 minutes late, I scream. This doesn't sound like a God to me. This means you lost track of your true character. So the idea of religion is to rediscover your identity as God. So the reason why we bother is because we have forgotten that. We are trying to remind ourselves or reacquire the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. Nice thing Jesus says, the kingdom of heaven is within. But until you discover it, it's a struggle. So the reason why we take on the struggle is not because until I feel that I am God, I need to continue to do something. And that's what we do. That's what religions are about. We have no choice in the matter. The moment I discover I am God, of course the struggle will stop. Then I know I am that. I don't need to make any effort. I don't need to be religious at all. I am that. But you need to experience that firsthand. Said, encounter the first kind. You must experience for yourself. Then you are sure. Otherwise, it's always iffy speculation. Can't be sure.